Oh, I'm back. And for some reason, I'm doing another one of these. It's a commentary on Sonic, because there's a new Sonic movie. You can tell the joy in my face when I exclaim these motions. Uh, let's get this started.
Let's get it started in here.
Okay, we're doing this. You know, riffing on a movie, it always sounds fun for the first, let's say, like 10 minutes. And then it gets increasingly more boring as you go along. Or maybe that was just Amazing Spider-Man. I did a commentary for the movie Batman Forever, and that got fucked up. And I wasted a lot of time trying to fix it, and it didn't go anywhere. So I'm very mad at myself, and I'm very hesitant to do another one of these. But fuck it, I'll do it. Why the fuck not? Alright? Okay, we're getting a classic skyline, New York. But oh my god, Sonic's being chased by the red car. We're gonna have to do the fucking, like, how did we get here? Oh my god. So I know what you're thinking. Oh my god, it's so cliche right from the beginning. It's colorful. I appreciate, I guess this is the state of movies, but I appreciate when a movie is just embraces like this neon colorful look. Now this animation is beautiful, and I have a feeling the director probably didn't have much. I'm going to take that back. No, he might have had a lot to do with this, because I realized the director of this was an animator, and so that's kind of cute, I guess. And so that's probably why he got the job, because he's never directed a movie before this. This looks really cool. Again, why not just make the whole movie set here? That's so fucking weird. What is this, the Owls of Ga'Hoole? What the fuck is an owl doing here? That's so weird that there's just an owl in this movie. That looks like, he looks like a normal creature, and everything else looks so animated. Why did you make him look photorealistic? Jesus, they're really starting right away. I mean, we had no time to like set up the characters. They're just going for it. I can't believe that we're already at this point in the story. Okay, so I'll talk a little bit about. I'm going to talk a little bit about myself while this intro goes on. When I was a wee little lad, wanted to make YouTube videos from a young age. And I was trying to think of different YouTube videos I could make, and I think it was like 2019, so a couple of years ago. I knew this movie was coming out. I knew it was going to be like the memed movie of the year, because there's always one movie that gets memed to shit. One year was the Emoji Movie or whatever. And I remember specifically, I looked up this director's like filmography, because he hasn't directed a movie, but he's done a lot of other stuff, like side projects and other people's stuff, including like he was an extra on the show Gilmore Girls. He made an animated short. He worked on the animation for Where the Wild Things Are. And so I just thought, I'm going to like I'm going to go through this entire guy's like career of just mini works, analyze them, and analyze what it led, how it would eventually lead to Sonic. And I thought, ooh, that's going to be great. I never got around to it. It kind of just felt like a waste of time. Here we get that actor who plays the same guy in Hop.
That was. You know what? We can leave the insurance companies out of this.
Meow?
He's like interacting with an animated creature and stuff, I guess, you know.
Doctor, do you see anything useful in this image?
Nothing at all, Doctor.
Of course you don't. Your eyes were perfectly trained to spot tracks when you need an American
Oh,
shadow.
Chewie. Trying to watch Sonic. Oh no, this could be a problem.
No. What
This could be a problem. I like that they casted him, but what the fuck does this guy have to do with Eggman? Like, you ever see Eggman? And I don't know too much about Sonic, but like his personality I can vaguely get from like clips I've seen. Nothing about him screams Eggman. This is even. I like it, but it's pure celebrity casting. It's just let's get a celebrity in there to hype up the movie. I guess Ben Schwartz is not going to do it for them.
Step 1, we buy into this club. Step 2, we roll over to the club, either in your Mercedes-Benz, which is gorgeous, or my pre-owned Acura Legend, which is alright.
You did tell me to check your phone for dating apps.
The only apps on my phone are the ones that came with it.
In the Olive Garden.
Because when you're there,
Your family.
Oh yeah, that's like a weird thing about this movie is that I don't know how much money Olive Garden gave them, but that became like a running theme throughout this film is that there's a weird Olive Garden product placement. This whole thing feels like a commercial, you know? Like I know every movie's like kind of a commercial in a way, I guess, like every studio movie, not like a David Lynch movie or some shit like that, but it just feels like they're selling me a product. It feels like they're about to like say like, and you're welcome to the new Sonic game out in cinema, out in GameStops. I don't know. I'm not a gamer. I'm sorry. You can still go. Just do the thing and then just go into the portal or leave. That's so convenient. Like for the plot to happen, this ridiculous series of events had to take place. That's crazy. Have you taken no photos or videos? I mean, that's the real unrealistic part about this movie. None of the Eggman, Jim Carrey shit, or none Sonic himself. Is the fact that he sees this creature and doesn't take 1,000 pictures and videos and puts it on Facebook. How are you talking to this thing? How are you not going fucking crazy? There's a giant blue creature in your house. Shouldn't you just be screaming and like shooting at it? You're a cop. You just probably shoot it. I'm surprised you even had a stun gun.
I need your help. Please. It's life or death.
Is it? No. Why did you... How did you get convinced so easily?
Jebs and Merles and Billy Bobs and this glorified gas station rest stop. Bet you go way back to the days of tipping cows and playing in a jug band. And maybe someday you'll achieve your goal of getting a Costco card or adopting a Labradoodle. But the reality is...
Why are you being so antagonistic? Okay, I get it. He's crazy. We've established that. But why are you being so antagonistic to just, like, this guy? I mean, tell him you work for the government. That's really all you need to do. You literally work for the government.
Nice. Rub that in my orphan face. Mr. Wachowski, are you familiar with U.S. Code 904, Title 10, Article 104?
Yeah, just start off with that. Stop with all this, like, being a jackass shit. Why am I even fucking criticizing Jim Carrey? He's the best part of this movie. Wow, you're really risking your life for this thing you don't know. They needed like a scene beforehand of them bonding. You know, they're gonna have bonding scenes later. But they needed to have scenes early on with these two bonding before we get to this point in the story. Is it enough that this movie is made for kids? Is that enough justification for it? That it's made for kids and it's okay for it to be bad? I know YMS would hate that excuse, but what I would say is that kids probably do enjoy this movie. And great for them. But also, is it not also too much to ask that we make great kids content, great family films that can be enjoyed by both kids and adults? Is that not fair? Is that not like a fair thing to ask of a movie? Because if you go into making a movie and saying it's just for kids, it doesn't matter if anyone else is entertained, you're immediately lowering the quality of films. And also, you're kind of being a dick to children because you're not giving them... You're thinking them as lower. Like, they can't handle more interesting, stronger entertainment. I mean, look at movies like Up, or The Incredibles, or Lion King, or Aladdin. Those movies can be enjoyed by anyone, you know? And that's the power of a good kids film, ultimately. A live-action example would be Who Framed Roger Rabbit, or The Princess Bride. You know what's funny is that this film is a good example of movies that kind of just like don't understand what the fans want. Like, they don't understand what the fans like really want out of these movies.
Hey, no kids allowed in here. What's he got on? Some kind of mask?
Oh, he's actually 43 years old, and
This is the stupidest shit I've ever fucking seen. He's literally a cartoon character. I wish they went more in like a Who Framed Roger Rabbit direction, where in that movie it's justified that they look like cartoon characters because they are in the universe. But in this universe, he's supposed to be like a real three-dimensional thing that actually exists. And if you saw this thing in real life, you would be horrified.
Guess what? My teddy bear's alive!
Really? Well, isn't that exciting?
No, Mom, he's really alive. Look! Merry Christmas, everybody!
Jesus H. Fuck!
Nintendo. Alright, let's talk about that for a second. Chris Pratt is playing Mario.
It's me, I'm Mario.
You see someone that you know and they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Why? And then immediately after, it was recommended that it was shown that he would play Garfield. So he's playing Garfield and Mario. Why? Who wants that? Who asked for that? I don't envy the makers of the Mario movie, whoever they are, because they were obviously in a pickle. Because the Mario voice, it's like so over the top, and you can't have a whole movie that's like with that person's voice and try to give them some meaningful story arc or something. I get that, but to have Chris Pratt, who's probably just gonna do his Chris Pratt voice,
It's me, I'm Mario.
is the lamest fucking shit. Same thing with fucking Garfield. Will Mario and Sonic have a crossover? Seems like that would make sense. You know what's the thing is that I realized with Kevin Feige, and you're talking about the Marvel Universe, say what you want about them. Certainly not perfect movies, but they get at the heart of what fans want. That's why up until Eternals, there had never been a badly reviewed one, or if people considered it bad, it was just passable. Because at the heart, Kevin Feige knows what fans want, and he knows how to deliver it to fans. That's his specialty as a producer. I often feel that in any other case, most other filmmakers, they don't have a pulse of what the fans want, you know? It's often more a case of like a director has an interpretation of material, and they just try to mess with the material and do their own interpretation, you know? That strategy can work, but the Kevin Feige strategy is safe. And when you're going to make a movie that's already bad, I mean, like, if you're going to do this where it's like has like no effort, you know, might as well go the safe route and give the core audience what they want instead of doing this shit. This is good. And not even just Jim Carrey, but this other guy who he's with is doing a pretty good job. He's keeping up with Jim Carrey's energy pretty well. I guess he doesn't have to do much, but because Jim Carrey's stealing the whole thing, but he's doing a good job. Wow. We're fucking almost done with this. I thought we were halfway through, but we're actually in the last 30 minutes, so I guess we're in the long stretch. We already kicked most of this out. Not much has happened in this fucking movie. The plot is so paper thin. There's so little to it. You know what's funny is that everything is so like specifically colorful as not to give it like any kind of muted vibe. Like they're going the opposite of any like muted or realistic look. They're trying to make it so colorful that it kind of like makes their skin tones look like disgustingly gross. I don't know how to describe it, but James Marsden's skin tone on the last scene just looks weird. It's nothing to do with him. It's just like the color grading, you know? I think it has to do when they have to like replicate exterior lighting. Because in this set where it's just like interior lighting where they're specifically using neon and red usages. Oh, that's good. His skin doesn't look grotesque, but when you have it like outside in the daytime, something about like they look like weird. They just look weird. Again, not the actor's fault. It's the color grading and the choice to make this just look so impartial. Like, I don't know what's the word. They want to leave as like little as a mark as possible. They just want it to be like as commercial as they can be. This looks like a commercial. It looks like a commercial for a cell phone or something.
I just thought you might like a latte with steamed Austrian goat milk.
What do I look like, an imbecile? Of course I want a latte. I love the way you make them!
That's good. That's a good joke. It's not even just that he said like, oh, of course I want it, because that's expected. But for him to say, I love the way you make them, it's like weirdly sincere.
Hang in there, buddy. You're gonna be all right.
It's a cool little detail that his shoes would be kind of torn through.
Jojo, untie your mother. Jojo, untie mommy. Sweetie.
This is a weird, that's a weird joke for this movie that they've tied up. This lady, did they threaten her with a gun or something? Because Sonic couldn't do it really quickly because he's just asleep. That means they had to like. I want to see the scene where James Marsden like puts a gun on her.
Totally calm.
Thank you.
Second of all, what the heck is going on?
Ooh, this lady is not the best actress. I feel bad saying that. Maybe it's the director's fault. I'm gonna say that I don't like criticizing actors too much because a lot of time it's just the director giving a bad direction. So I'm not gonna be too mean on her, but she's not the best at freaking out. He hasn't built a relationship with these people. That could be a problem. My lawnmower. Fuck. Oh no. Fuck. Oh no, I'm missing the end of Sonic the Hedgehog. It's like Thor. Where's the lightning coming from? That lady just has nothing to do in this movie. She just kind of reacts to things. It's so sad. I feel so bad. Well, I don't feel that bad. She's probably paid a lot of money. But she has nothing to do acting-wise. Remember that James Marsden was in the X-Men movies? He was Cyclops. That's so weird. That's a good shot. You could have done this the whole time. Jim Carrey is a good actor. Remember that interview where he did the Grinch face? I'm just kind of talking now. I mean, who gives a shit about this fucking movie? So he's just staying in, what's it called? The Hick Town. Okay. Guess that's it. Why do they have to have such a nice house? Why can't they have a small, nice little house, you know? I mean, he's just a cop. I don't know how much they get paid, but it's not that much. I don't know what she does. I don't know. I feel like I relate to a character less when they have a huge, nice, awesome house.
See.
Okay.
They're ending the movie on an Olive Garden ad. Fuck you. The government would already know about the fact that he's still there. Because they watch everything. Everything. Okay. That's the end of the movie. Oh, there's an after credit scene. He's bald, so he's closer to the comics. Not comics, the video game. Fucking Christ. Is it worth staying for the entire end credits of this thing? I know that there's a Tails. We see the famous comic book character Tails, video game character Tails. I'm staying, and you can hear a fucking lawnmower in the background who's probably fucking killing a guy who's been doing it for so long. There we go. Here we go. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wow! People got so excited for this. I saw it with someone and they got so excited seeing this. Can't wait to see the sequel with Idris Elba playing Knuckles. Yay! Yay! I have 5 minutes to kill. If my battery dies, I'm just gonna end it. Voice of Sonic, Ben Schwartz. Voice of Tom, James Marsden. Dr. Robotnik, Jim Carrey. Oh, now I've lost the trail.